youth that show support for Governor Uzodinma through street protest should be commended. When people are afraid to step out today because of the sit-at-home order, some youth stormed the streets of Owerri in Imo State to protest for Governor Uzodinma. They were chanting songs of praise for the governor and condemned the sit-at-home order by Ipob in the southeast geopolitical zone of Nigeria. The youth were in thousands to show solidarity with the governor, who has shown his support for the youth by providing them with employment opportunities and loans for startups and existing businesses in the state. They are doing it to tell the governor to continue fulfilling the mandates bestowed on him. Meanwhile, some misdirected miscreants define and determine the fate of an entire people by occupying themselves by disrupting the peace of the southeast geopolitical zone of Nigeria. These youth stormed the streets of Owerri. The youth should be commended for supporting the government. This gesture displayed by them will serve as a lesson for other youths in the other states in the southeast geopolitical zone of Nigeria. With the support of the youth, the government policies can easily be achievable. They are the drivers of the development of the economy. Youth inclusion in government policies is a success. Governor Uzodinma should call on youth and make sure whatever the youth demand from him should be granted to them. He should as well include them in the state's policy. The protest is a welcome development which is contributing freedom. According to different reports in the southeast geopolitical zone of Nigeria today, many streets were deserted and those who defied the order were attacked by hoodlums. They even set ablaze the police station and burnt down a Hummer bus after chasing out its passengers. That is why the youth that protested for governor should be commended. All right, cool. Okay, cool. Listen, what I'm going to say is that, okay, of course, I understand the protest and all that, and I think that it's a sit-at-home order, but we are truly under the context of a government that is ruling. I don't know. I'm iffy about that because these people that came out, they could come out if they wanted to. So if anything that's happening with Ipob is it's an order or anything, it's more like a personal decision of most of people to basically stay at home. And of course, obviously, in some places there were some who came out were attacked by hoodlums. Of course, that is not justified at all because what? So again, if you're doing a stay-at-home order, it is basically because you are in solidarity with Ipob and Nnamdi Kanu to free him. And that's what it is. And if you're not, go about your day. But of course, the fear of getting all that. And I guess what should be condemned is the bravery of that because they could potentially be hurt. But again, they came in their thousands. And of course, you coming in such, large mass, you're more likely to get through anything and nothing is gonna be bad. I guess that's just what it is. You show support for Uzodinma, fine. He's showing support for you because when you're saying, I don't know. Again, I'm pretty sure that the university in Imo State is not of a world-class standard. If he really wants to help the youth with helping and just giving them money for startup businesses, how would that be controlled? The rate of businesses, has there been an increase in innovation? Has there been an increase in competition? Has there been an increase in opening of new markets? For example, what kind of businesses? Are you not trying to I'm just like, what has this man done? Are you gonna treat him like a king because of what? I'm so sorry, but we are not seeing the fruit of whatever the work is. I'm just saying because all this he must have done is mediocre. He's meant to do that anyway for an economy to thrive. That is his duty. He must do that. So if you want to do something, if you want to celebrate, a governor, he must have done something, or she must have done something extra to deserve that kind of praise. Yes, this is absolutely entitled, and it is. Yes, we should be, because we have been offered the bare minimum for years, and when something is slightly off the bare minimum, we act like it's gold. Why? Because we have been deprived of how to live. We are literally surviving and escaping the country. So that's just what it is. Someone says ban this writer. It's a lie. At my own government was something to defend themselves. Hope Uzodinma give them 2,000 naira each. I mean, of course, this must have been planned. Don't get me wrong. The order did go well. A lot of places in the southeast, they did stay at home. And I guess there was, the start order as well for the memory or memorial for, the Biafran war. And it was embarrassing on the side of the government because the government respected Ipob more than, the government itself. So in this case, I guess to that look of embarrassment where it's obvious your people don't respect you, they don't care about you. So just, wipe off that look. They must have just brought this out. Again, I'm just saying, because it was very embarrassing the first time the start order actually worked. The government were like, it's a lie, go out, don't listen to them. And then the government were aired, the government were ignored, and people sat at home. And going beyond just, okay, fine, so, stand with Ipob and Ipob stay at home order, the authority and all that, people genuinely wanted to stay at home because they wanted to honor their, there are people that had their soldiers that fought for them during the Biafran war. So that is it. So I guess, again, in this, in this situation, it is just a personal thing. By law, by government, Ipob, yes, does not have a right to say such. However, if the people decide that's what they want to do and they respect what Ipob has said, being the authority that the people choose to follow, you can't really argue against that. Sorry, but it is embarrassing on the side of the government. Someone says complete fake news. Someone says the money that the government has given them is the money that he will use to kill or jail them. But again, this article starts with what? Opinion. Youths that showed support for Governor Uzodinma through street protest should be commended. It is an opinion of the writers. So you can agree and you can disagree with respect. But in my opinion, I'm just like, I don't even know if I agree or disagree, because really actually it doesn't, like, I guess I understand why they're doing it, but the intention is, of course, for solidarity and showing support for Nnamdi Kanu, for him to be released and all that. I understand that, but why I'm really not iffy about it is because I'm questioning the effectiveness of what this will be. This will be every Monday until the 21st of October, where Nnamdi Kanu, would face the court again. So I guess it is what it is at this point. Somebody here says fake news, stupid writer. Zoological Republic fake and propaganda news. We have understood the way your zoo works. I guess what it is. Of course, it's you can't just believe something like this straight away. There is no denying that the people do respect Ipob as an authority, and it's consistent. This is the second time that people are actually obeying the sit-at-home order that Ipob has given out. So I guess they have more power and respect from the people. But I think, and don't forget to like and subscribe.